Now this is bread. It's been around forever and is notoriously difficult to cut, especially with any old knife. Well, today we're going to be designing and building a special knife for that purpose, and as a bonus, we're going to be giving it away. Now the first step to creating this awesome knife is we need to make the blade first, and so to do that, we're going to go ahead and fire up the forge. Now for the steel of this project, I'm going to be working with a piece of twisted Damascus I made on a previous project. This isn't just any old twisted Damascus though, this is twisted mosaic. This means that when we grind into it later, there's going to be a ton of activity and stuff in the pattern that's going to be absolutely unreal to see. So I'm really excited. But first, we got to forge a little bit of a curve into this bar. That way it actually looks like a bread knife. Psych, there's actually too much curve. So we have to basically heat it back up and make it straighter. Now that the blade has been forged and normalized, what we can do is move on to profiling it with the grinder. Now to do this, I'm first going to draw it up with one of these big fat Sharpies. Hey, that was pretty cool. Ah. Sweet. All right, we've now profiled it and thinned it out a little bit. Now we can go in for the quench to harden the blade and make it into a usable knife. So for this, I'm just gonna bring it up to temperature and go into some Parks 50 quench oil.
What was that?
Time to make it into a finished knife. Blade. The handle will come later. Now, one of the ways that this knife differs from everything else that I've ever done before is this one has serrations in it, meaning instead of just being a straight edge that's going to do all the cutting action, there's these little divots taken out, and what that'll do is allow it to cut bread really, really aggressively, which is, of course, what we want for a bread knife. I cannot wait to see what this Damascus pattern looks like with these serrations. It's going to be probably the coolest thing I've made in a long time. Time to go sideways. Boop. It's so I can sharpen the serrations. Duh. Now, for this handle, I want to do something a little bit non-traditional. We're going to be doing something called a frame handle construction. Now, I've never done this, and so this will be the first project to really adventure down this path. In previous videos, you guys have seen me do anything from full tang to hidden tang construction, which are pretty common constructions for knives. The inspiration for choosing this option for this project is from a video that Will made over at MN Smith's here on YouTube, where he made a knife for his dad, and I thought it was a really, really cool way of making it. The way this construction works is it boils down to several different parts. You have your frame, which we're going to make here using a piece of sheet metal that I'm going to cut out the shape of our tang. That way it all fits up and I can profile the handle as such. Look at that. And now we cut out the shape like this. Sick! Alright, now let's make the wooden scales for the outside of it, as that'll actually make it look pretty. Now, for the scales, I wanted to use this material called snakewood. This is something that is by far probably one of the most expensive woods that I've worked with here on this channel, and it supposedly has this beautiful orange and speckled black dot look thing. We're also going to be taking these little bamboo skewers and using them to create hidden pins inside of our frame handle. That way it's not just epoxy holding everything together. Now we just gotta deburr the edges just a little bit. Boing. All right, back to work. I'm mature. Let's take a look at it for dude. That's crazy. Why'd do it be so cool, yo? Now this next step of the process is called coffee etching, and all it really is we're just making a really, really strong batch of instant coffee, and then we're going to put the knife in it later. Well, that could have gone better. Yep, I did not like the coffee etch, so we're going to puff it off, and then we'll glue the knife up. Now this here is a prime loaf, prime for the cutting. Like a laser beam. Now, as I mentioned, this is a giveaway knife. We've recently passed 50,000 subscribers here on this channel, and I'm really thankful for it. So thank you to you guys for being here and putting up with my goofy antics as I learn how to make videos and continue to learn how to make knives and swords. That being said, there was one subscriber in particular who has specifically asked for a Damascus bread knife. And I mean he's asked a lot. That being said, this knife is for him. Eli, if you're watching this knife is yours. Reach out to me and I will do my best to send it to you. Now guys, if Eli does not reach out to me or he's not able to get this knife, then I'm gonna be giving it away to one of you. So stay up to date on the community tab post over on my YouTube channel there, and I should be able to share the details, hopefully within a couple weeks to know if Eli is gonna be able to get it or not. All that being said, I have a bunch of videos that are in the works as I speak, and I'm really thankful that you guys are here for it. And until then, go do something cool. God bless. Woo! What?
Hi.
Now this is bread. It's been around forever and it's really easy to craft in Minecraft. But it's notoriously difficult to cut. That is until today, when we make a knife specifically made for cutting bread. Out of Damascus. Were you rolling?